Before I lay my commentary down, let's listen to what Turkey Al-Sheikh says. I don't own the rights to this material. It's for educational purposes only. It's fair use. And here's Turkey Al-Sheikh talking about some boxers today. Notice I said some boxers today do not want to be in 50-50 fights.
What Riyadh season do with the big promoter and big fighters, show us who's the real fighters and who's, in the last year we changed the map. And there is a lot of fighters we will miss them because it's clear they are not like what we thought in boxing. And because we are doing the big fight, and this is important, and this is the big exam for them. This is what we want. We want the big fight and see who's really best fighters ever in each division.
Some boxers, some boxing commentators, some boxing content creators do not like Turkey Al-Sheikh. The excuse used to be for Tank not taking 50-50 fights was the other guy wasn't a big enough draw. This is the reason why Tank Davis in the past would not take 50-50 fights. 50-50 fights that he would be favored to win. Now, there's no knock on Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach is a good fighter at 130. And I will be pulling for Lamont Roach to pull the upset because I believe one of these times Tank is going to do this, he's going to pick the wrong cherry. But as far as Turkey Al-Sheikh goes, he has took the money excuse out of boxing, and that's why some boxers do not like him, because now there's no excuse for them not to take the 50-50 fights. So Tank Davis attacks Beterbiev, says he's overrated. This all comes from John Scully, who happens to be Beterbiev's trainer, saying that if Tank Davis retires today, he will not be a Hall of Famer. Tank seems sensitive about that subject, so he attacks Artur Beterbiev. My thing is this, you're going to attack Artur Beterbiev for what his trainer said, right? Artur Beterbiev didn't say anything. And he'll go at Devin Haney too. But T.O. has said a lot of disrespectful things about Gervonta Davis, and he doesn't say anything to him. By the way, T.O. will be another good 50-50 fight for Gervonta Davis, which he'll probably be favored in. And as far as what he said about Beterbiev, no one believes him. Everyone got Beterbiev penciled in as a Hall of Famer. Some people believe that Beterbiev is one of the top 15 best light heavyweights ever. So why wouldn't he get in the Hall of Fame? And not just that, he cleaned out a division the old-fashioned way. I think Tank meant to say undisputed instead of overrated. And furthermore, from what I heard from Gervonta Davis' manager or whoever he is, Leonard Ellaby, and his fans, Gervonta Davis is an attraction. And Calvin Ford, you can put Calvin Ford in there too. Calvin Ford wants to fight a specific style that makes Tank look good in the ring. They're in the business of getting knockouts, regardless who it is. If a guy comes from 130, 126, they're not in the business to cement a legacy, from what I heard. So if that's true, why would you get mad for what John Scully said? You're not in the business of becoming a Hall of Famer. You're in the business of making money. And as long as you're knocking people out, Gervonta Davis fans will pay for the fight. They don't care anything about legacy. I would also have to disagree with John Scully. I think Tank does get in the Hall of Fame because this is a different time. Now, if it was back in the 80s and 90s, Scully might have a case, but this is a social media era. And there's probably guys in the Hall of Fame that have done less than Gervonta Davis, believe it or not. You look at the four major sports, NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL. They all are more lenient who they let into the Hall of Fame. They're not as strict as they used to be. And boxing is going the same direction. So I think Tank would get in the Hall of Fame if he retired today. But anyway, leave your thoughts or comments below. Do you agree with Gervonta Davis that Beterbiev is overrated and he's not a Hall of Fame fighter? And also, do you think Tank will get in the Hall of Fame if he retired today? Jay Beasy, I'm gone.